Gaffer, a 2-0 defeat to Aldershot Town today. Do we replay the interview from last week?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I've ever been as frustrated as I am at this moment of time in football. Exactly the same situations, exactly the same moments that we've faced for the last few weeks. No, didn't feel any danger in the game. I think they've had 3 shots second half and scored 2 goals. That is where we're at the minute. I think Sia's goal's onside, which changes the run of things, but we're just not getting the rub of the green at the minute. We're not doing certain things in certain areas, and we're missing, for this level, missing certain minerals in certain areas. We're doing things to try and cover things up. And like I say, they've had 3 shots at goal and scored 2 in the second half, and that's the story for us at the minute. But it's like I've just said to the lads in there, there's no answers down there staring at the floor. We're all frustrated, we're all hurting at the minute, but we have to keep fighting, because it's as tough as it is at the minute. You watch the game, you see the game, we never look like we're in any danger, and then all of a sudden we get punched in the face, and the tide turns, and that's where this group is at the minute, and it's we've got to dig ourselves out of it.
Like I say, in the first half it was not many chances at all for both sides, and after the disappointment the last few weeks defensive wise, it was good to go into break with a clean sheet, but like I say, it's that disappointment that we didn't make our chances count the other end.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I think we went in at half time and we knew when you're in a period like this, it's human nature that people will lose a little bit of confidence. It happens. It's the way the game goes. So I knew the first half would be a little bit cagey. Don't think they did much. A lot of long balls that we had to deal with, which I felt we dealt with well. Thought we looked more solid defensively. Probably didn't play as much football as we normally do, but you come in at half time and you feel comfortable, you don't feel under any stress. As the second half goes on, we tweak a few things to open the game up a little bit, and as soon as we do that, then to be more attacking to try and win the game, we get punished with a sucker punch. And yeah, I've not really got many words at the minute, Jax. It's so frustrating. But we have to come through it. We have to stay focused. We have to stay positive in the things that we're doing well, because there are a lot, and find a way out of this.
Also, there's quite a few changes from last week as well. Max Metcalf made his debut in professional football as well, and obviously a few players on the bench, likes of Nick Holt and Golden Mateo. What was the sort of thinking in terms of the starting 11 and how you could hurt Aldershot?
I think today it's when you've conceded 19 goals, you have to look at something that has to be changed. For me, at this level, you have to have a certain physicality about you to compete. You have to have pace, you have to have power. You look at everything we've come across, it's filled with certain ingredients, and when you've got them ingredients, you can afford to have your quality players in the team that give you that something different that other people can't. Today we wanted to start off, we knew they were a physical outfit, so we wanted to go for that pace and power with Sia and Charms up top. I thought first half it worked well. We looked more solid in our shape, and then as the plan was, as the game went on and opened up a little bit, then we bring on Hortsey to do what he does, and I thought he did do that when he came on, but we knew, especially in these conditions today, it would have been tough to do that from the off with him. So yeah, but like I say, you can have the best game plans in the world, but if you're going to concede goals like we are at the minute, it's tough.
Obviously, like we touch on Max Metcalf, obviously making his professional debut. What did you sort of make of his professional debut? Obviously didn't quite get the result, but promising debut from him.
Yeah, I thought he looked accomplished. I think I've got to see the first goal again, but the second goal is a hell of a strike. Max is 6'5", and somehow it's still gone in, and he's at full stretch. So sometimes you have to hold your hands up to strikes like that. I'll have to see it again, because I think there's bits again that build up to the guy getting a strike that we have to do better. But in terms of, he's a young lad, he's coming from Middlesbrough, and I thought he looked sound. He didn't look like he was overawed by the situation. Did the simple things well, but he's on the back end of a defeat.
So we go into the game and now next Saturday against Eastleigh. Is it a case of everyone is with a chance of getting in the team. Obviously, no one's guaranteed a place at the moment with results as they have been.
Of course, I think we're at a stage now where we have to hit the reset button in terms of we have to clear people's minds. I can tell with this team, I know this team too well in terms of when they are overthinking and carrying things on the shoulders, and they're not a group of people that can work like that. They need to be able to play their way, their freedom, and at the minute with what we have in the building, we are better at attacking with numbers, and we're going to have to start scoring 4 or 5 goals at the minute, because at the other end it's a real tricky balance. We've worked on so many things this week to try and help that situation, and a lot of it's a big mentality in terms of wanting to defend and to I said it yesterday, to do the ugly side of the game, because it's when we do play, we play some great stuff, but we keep saying it, don't we? It's the other side of the game that we have to do better.